This is Jason again, VosbergTechCenter.com. You can like us on YouTube, on Facebook, or go to our website, www.VosbergTechCenter.com, and once again I'll have him scroll a little thing across the front. Okay, so here we go. This is phase 3, not our final phase, but one of the phases. So phase 3, we're going to put the motherboard in the computer. Now if you take a look at the computer itself, inside, you're going to see these little pegs, okay? I've pre-placed these pegs in here already to match up to our motherboard. When you go to put your motherboard in, you're going to see on the back of it, it's got holes. Okay, well, up here, up here, up here, there's going to be 8 of them on this one right here. There's going to be one in the middle, yada, yada, yada. So basically what's going to happen is you need to have these pegs match up to the holes in the motherboard. And so I've pre-placed them, and so basically what you're going to do is you're going to set it in here to place yours. You're going to set it in here. You're going to look to see where the pegs match up to your holes at, and you're going to set those pegs in there. That way it sets it rests. You don't want it touching the metal surface of your computer. That's why you have those pegs in there. Okay, so we've got the pegs preset. So first thing we're going to do is change out the faceplate. This is the faceplate that comes with the motherboard. When you buy a new motherboard, it's going to give you a new faceplate. You're going to pop the old faceplate out of the computer, which is right here, and you're going to put this one in. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, when you do this, you need to be careful, okay, because these edges are going to be sharp along here, and you will cut yourself. We've cut ourselves 100 times, okay? So basically, and it's a light little push, but it can be tricky, and so you're just going to pop it out. So I did that. You're just going to pop it out and then pop it out on this side. And you're going to take out the faceplate. Factory faceplate's going over here. We're going to take our faceplate and we're going to pop it in. Now you see how it's got our 6-port surround sound here, and it's got all the matching up. So you need to match this basically when you put it in to the front of the board here. And so what we've done is we've matched it. So when you put this faceplate up against the motherboard right here, you're going to see that it's got some pegs sit up, some pegs sit down. So I'm just going to basically take the pegs that are going to sit up, like these are going to sit up right here, and I know these are going to sit up. And so I'm just going to pre-bend those out that way they're not in the way of anything. And that's pretty much it. We're going to take the faceplate, we're going to put it in, start from the bottom, and we're going to snap it right in top here. You don't want to bend the faceplate at all, okay? You bend the faceplate, things aren't going to sit well, and you're going to be hating life. Faceplate's very flimsy. See that? Stuck right in there. So now our motherboard is going to be compatible to slide right in there. So we've already pre-slotted our posts. We're going to take the motherboard, and we're going to put it in. Move these wires back. We're going to deal with these case wires here when we're done with everything. That'll be the last thing we do. And so basically you're going to set it in here, and you're going to make sure that all your holes line up nice and neat, which they do. And then you're going to look at your motherboard, and if you look at the motherboard, you can see the posts underneath the holes that you just did, and you want to make sure that they all line up, every one of them. If one's not touching or not line up, you need to stop, go back to what you're doing, and make those posts line up. Okay, coming over here, I changed screwdrivers on us. I went and got a different screwdriver. It's magnetic. It's going to help us hold these screws. You have 8 different washer rings, and you're going to have 8 different screws. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to take the washer ring, and we're going to put it on the screw like so. It's not rocket science, just like this. And guess where these things are going to go? They're going to go into the motherboard. So we're going to hook it up just like this, and we're going to start with our first peg, and we're going to put it in. Now, this might be a tight fit, okay, so you might have to hold it snug to start with just to get the holes to line up and then do your screw. That's why I want the magnetic screwdriver. So basically, I'm just going to screw them in to the posts. And now you don't want to get these super tight, okay? Snug, quarter turn, that's it. These don't have to be super tight. Your computer, your desktop anyway, is not going to be moving around. It's not going to be doing anything. It's not going to be doing anything at all, okay? So once we get these in, we'll talk about the extra slots and what we're going to do with everything and yada, yada, yada. And so let's go ahead and get these in here. This will be the section of the tape where they start doing the fast forward that you see so much of. And so just snug, quarter turn, man, that's it. You gotta love it. And so this is going to be pretty cool when it's all done. And it's going to work great. And if this is your first computer that you've ever built, congratulations on building your own computer, because really, it's not that hard to build your own computer. What's hard, and not even hard anymore with the internet and everyone's opinion everywhere, to get the right hardware to match with the right hardware. And so basically, if you know what you're doing, or you got someone next to you, you're not afraid to use the internet, you can go through and you can match up the hardware to hardware, and you can get what you're looking for, and then you can do this yourself. That's why I'm doing this. And that's pretty much it. This computer right here is going to scream. Just snug and a quarter turn. There's a couple more to go here. And so if you have any kind of, well, you know, modems, TV tuner cards, video cards, any kind of device that's going to set on the peripheral, what you would do is you're actually going to use these slots right here, and these just pop out, and they just pop them in and just wiggle them, and then they come directly off. We don't have anything that we're going to use that for right now, so we're not going to take those off because it looks nicer when they're all slotted in, but that's how you add any extra device in there. And that's pretty much it. If you wanted to, you could take all the slots out. There's no real reason. It just makes it look cooler. That's about it. Makes it look more put together. Just a couple more here to go. Just snug and quarter turn. 2 more. And so what you should be seeing now is your computer starting to come together. And if you look down in there, it's starting to look real nice. Memory looks bright red, but I love that color. And I stress to you, you do not have to tighten these down super tight. There's no point on it. You got 8 of them, it's going to hold it. The only purpose of putting these in here is just making sure the motherboard ain't going to slide around. Other than that, there's really no thing. It's not going to ground, it's not going to do anything. You're fine. Okay. Boom. All right. We've got all the screws now on the motherboard, so take a look. Got all 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll go slower. I'm sorry about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And that's all of them. So now, well, let's put in the DVD CD player. Let's do that. And so we're going to take the case and we're going to stand it upright. Okay? We're going to open the front door, and on the front door you're going to see a little tab right here, a little black tab, and we're just going to pop this out just like the other ones. And if you can see inside like I see, there's just little clips, but you just push in. Now you want to hold your hand against this thing, because if you don't, you will cut yourself. There's sharp little edges in here that will cut you. You just pop that out. You can throw this away or put it in the case for safekeeping, whatever you want to do. So we're going to take our CD DVD player. And the cool thing about this case is we're not going to have to screw in much. It's got these little holders here, so we just basically twist and pop out. And then we're going to take the DVD player, I'm going to slide it in from the front, just like so, and slide that son of a gun all the way back. Now, a lot of computer techs, they take off the other side, and they're going to try to screw it into that side. It's just a waste of time. You don't have to do that. That way, when the next person goes to work on this machine, if you ever have to do anything, you don't have to take both sides off and take both screws out. That's stupid. But a lot of people do it. I don't know why. It makes them feel good, I think. And so basically, you just peg up the peg, you put it in there, so it sits nice and neat. You may have to jiggle it around a little bit to get them to fit perfectly and line up, just like that. And then you spin the thing. Bip. Now that's in, nice and neat. So let's put the hard drive in too. We're going to do this with the hard drive as well. So basically, we're going to set the hard drive right down in here. I'm going to do this for a reason. The hard drive, you could put up here if you wanted to. But there's not really a lot of slots for it. The place where it's supposed to go is right here. And basically this bay opens up like this and it slides all the way out, but we're not going to slide out. There's no point on doing that. We can put it in right here too, where your floppy would go. And I know this power supply and I know how long these cables are, and so we don't have, that way we don't have things stretched out and looking all stupid and funky. I'm going to put it in this slot right here. And so basically what I'm going to do is, right, my cameraman's on it. He's going to take the slot out, and we're just going to slide the hard drive in nice and neat, and it's got little pegs that it matches up to, and so we want to make sure we got these pegs matched up nice and neat. And on this one, it looks like our memory is going to be in the way, so what we're going to do is we're going to pop these memory tabs, because we remember how to put the memory in, and we're going to take them out for now, just like this. Not even a big deal. They go right back in. That way we got a little more room to work. Take our hard drive, and just like so. Now, if you're building a computer, I probably don't have to tell you this, but the ports are going to go facing you. There we go. It slides right in there. I'm going to match up, and we're going to take this piece right here, make sure it's sideways to keep it closed, or open, excuse me. I'm going to pop the tab right in there, and then we're going to spin the dial and lock it in place. Now your hard drive is locked in. Thank you. And so we're going to take our memory, we're going to stick our memory right back in. Remember, if you hear the memory click, you know you got it in all the way. The tabs should snap by themselves. And there's one side and one side. I'll get this side into it as well. And this side. Bip. Okay, so now we've got the we've got the hard drive installed, we've got the motherboard installed, and we've got it all locked down, okay? And we've got the DVD player installed as well. The next thing we're going to do is install the power supply, and we'll come back for that one.